G'day folks, welcome to another edition of Fish and Dish. As always, we've got Paul from Slice of Nature.
Hey, how you going?
And the Reverend.
Yeah.
G'day boys.
How are we? Good mate, good.
That's the go.
Yeah, always good.
Looking well.
That means we're fat.
Fish on the go. Yeah. We've been grazing in good pastures.
That's it.
Yeah. Or at least the fish have been biting.
What are we doing today, Paul?
So I've jumped the gun. I've got a few things ready here already. What we're doing is we're doing coral trout, prawns, and chorizo pizza.
Nice.
I'll just get this one happening.
Yeah, go for it.
You can roll the pizza base out if you want, okay? I'm going to put a little bit of flour onto the pizza tray. We've already got the pizza stone heating up in the pizza oven. We do have the pizza oven running at about 300 degrees, so it's not going to take long, okay? Now, just a quick one. Make sure your prawns are raw, because they will taste like tennis balls.
I haven't eaten a tennis ball, so... I don't imagine...
Mate, I reckon if you stuck at the other end of Mark Philippoussis, you'd know what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what we call rustic.
That's how we do it in the camp, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. We're not doing anything over the top here.
No, just simple dishes.
This is getting away from a normal pizza sauce. This is just a tin of crushed tomatoes, okay? And we're not going to put too much of this on because it can get a bit overpowering.
What I was going to say is following on from the last episode where we were looking at healthy options, you know, this is maybe a little bit better than some of those pizza sauces that you actually buy, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they're full of sugar for starters.
Tomato,
Yeah.
you're cutting out your sugar, you're reducing your salt intake, again, looking after the waistline.
Hey, what a great Friday night with the boys.
Anyone would think we know what we're talking about. We clearly we don't. We're using crushed garlic, okay? So this is ready crushed. And I'm just going to put some dollops of this around, and then I'm just going to sort of go along with the back of the spoon and then smudge it, okay? That breaks it up and gets it around again. And then we just do the whole thing over again like that. We're going to start with the coral trout.
So finely chopped coral trout.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, you don't have to use coral trout. It's just what we've got. You can use any fish.
This is actually a really good dish if you've got even some offcuts, right? You know, where you fillet a fish.
Yeah, wow.
Now, have you seasoned that in any way, Paul?
No, I am going to put some salt and pepper on the pizza just at the end, but only a little bit. Now, prawns. Now we're going to probably cut this one into probably 6 pieces. So I'm going to try and put 6 prawns around the outside. If you want, you can dice the prawns up and make them smaller.
And of course, you can do this as big as you want this pizza. You could, put a dozen prawns on it.
That's right. Yeah,
it's-
have a try that.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Chorizo is a Spanish sausage. You can get ones that are quite bitey. It's always going to be a bit bitey. It's matured and it's got a fairly strong salt content in it.
It has, yeah.
So hence I don't want to add too much salt.
So really, you want a mild one here.
Yeah.
Then that is a mild sausage.
You don't want it to overpower
No.
seafood.
Okay, what we're doing is we're using what's called cherry bocconcini. So bocconcini cheese is a very light, soft cheese. Okay. So you can just tear them in half and place them around the pizza.
What are we sort of going to pair up? What are you thinking, Kenny, for the beverage or the Reverend for this dish?
Initially, when I seen tomato, garlic, chorizo, it takes me to Spain or Italy, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm thinking either a rosé or a tempranillo or maybe just a crisp Italian lager. So we're probably going to bring in a little bit of a Nastro Azzurro, which is your Peroni from Italy. And just personally, because we're enjoying this beautiful autumn weather here, I've gone more for a rosé as opposed to a Tempranillo, but there's nothing to stop you taking that into the equation, or a Pinot Noir where you could chill it and enjoy a cold red wine. But yeah, I'm quite excited. That'll also mix with the flavors of the Sriracha ale, you know. So.
What I love about this, it's a great Friday or Saturday night dish. Have the boys around, couple of ales.
Throw your pizza together, a couple of beers.
Make a mess.
Make a mess,
The other thing you do is a bloody Sunday afternoon, sort it out. This would actually really work well with a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
You know, bring in the tomato juice, the vodka, you could even put a little bit of sriracha, not the meal, but you could put a little bit of sriracha in your Bloody Mary.
Well, you could actually, exactly. While you guys were talking there, I've just sprinkled a little bit of cheese over it. I've only put a little bit on. The reason for that is I only do it really just to hold everything together, because I hate having a piece of pizza. You pick it up and it all goes boom. So by having a bit of cheese on top, it's not going to be too overpowering, but it's going to hold it all together, and by the time all these flavours go together and we finish it off,
you still want to feel the flavour of the prawns and the
Exactly.
trout, you know.
Yeah, exactly right. So that's ready. Let's go back in the
Let's
oven.
go. Let's do it.
Happy days.
Wave our wand.
Pizza out of the oven, ready to rock and roll.
Wow.
That took at about 300 degrees. That took about, I think it was about 8, maybe 10 minutes.
Yep.
Just got to check it every now and then. Obviously, make sure it's not burning. And you can see there, it doesn't have any good shape to it. I want it like that. All these bits that I pushed with my fingers, they're all bubbled up, and there's nice crunchy bits and stuff around it. Now, we're going to dress this with a bit of this baby spinach. Okay. Throw some around, not too much, not too little.
A little too healthy.
Green stuff, mate. Keeps mum happy.
Yeah.
Our sriracha mayo, just open this one up. And all we're going to do,
That's a nice little drizzle.
nice little drizzle across there. Now, the reason we're using a sriracha mayo, the sriracha is the spicy bit. The mayo just backs it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Put them together, and that gives it a really nice flavour. All right, so I'm just going to cut this up. Reverend, can you explain what you got going on here, mate?
Yes, okay, so basically again when we went, you know, sriracha, chorizo, seafood, I just thought Italian, Spanish, beautiful combination of flavors. So I just basically went for a Peroni Nastro Azzurro, straight out of Italy, beautiful crisp lager. That'll offset that little bit of heat that's in the sriracha mayo, and a classic dry rosé. Australia's putting out some fabulous rosés at the moment, and again, lovely and light. It'll marry up with the seafood without being overpowered. You know, you get a little bit of the sriracha and a little bit of the chorizo, and that'll just pair beautifully with this. You know, I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, this is going to be great. And again, just simple.
Now, as I said before, if you do want more of the sriracha mayo, just whack it on there. There's a whole heap of different stuff like this available at the supermarkets. Some really yummy stuff around. So I guess there's not much more to say. Get into it.
Yeah, that's. I've been waiting for you to say that. When's this going to happen?
I was trying to cut it as slow as I possibly could.
Mate.
Oh,
Where
let's
do we
do it.
start? Right on.
You don't have to talk. You can just keep eating.
Yeah.
Wow.
This not your grandma's rosé.
This is
the
beautiful.
first rosé I've actually liked.
Oh, mate.
Because I've always thought rosé is like an old drink.
And this is the thing, when people select a rosé, a lot of the old rosés were sweet, so that really wouldn't work with this dish. The modern rosés coming out of Australia at the moment, they're either paired with a Shiraz or a Grenache or Mourvedre. So this at the moment just marries up with that perfectly.
And
there's a beautiful bit of meat on them prawns, and just a little heat from the sriracha. Mate, I'm in heaven.
You nailed it. With the Peroni, the mayo, it's that bite. It's meant to be.
But it's one of those things, when you're cooking with seafood, if you get a real good, crisp, clean lager, you're probably not going to go wrong. You know, you can pick your domestic, you can pick your international. I just thought the flavours that Paul was bringing, it screamed Italian to me, so we went Italian.
That is meant to be. Well, boys, done it again. Awesome.
That's good, isn't it?
That is brilliant. So,
Even if I do say so myself.
It's a tough day at the office.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep eating.
Cheers.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share to our channel. Till next time, see you up the creek.
Keep it real.